Hi everyone. Today I want to show you Anki, which is a free flashcard app that uses something called space repetition. Basically, instead of cramming, Anki shows you a card right before you are about to forget it, which makes memorizing things such as vocabulary, facts, formulas, whatever, way more efficient. So let's jump right in. Okay, first head over to apps.ankiweb.net. From here, you can download Anki for Windows, Mac, or Linux. It's completely free on desktop. There are also mobile apps such as Anki Droid, and also it's free on Android actually. And the iOS app is paid, which is actually how the developer funds the whole project. For this tutorial, I'm just going to use the desktop version. Once you open Anki, the first thing you will want to do is create a deck. A deck is just a collection of cards on a topic like Spanish vocabulary or marketing analytics. So I will create a deck here, give it a name, and there it is. Now let's add some cards to it. Okay, to add a card by hand, I click on Add, pick a note type. Basic is the simplest, just the front and the back. I will select my deck, type a question on the front, the answer on the back, and click add. So yeah, that's it. One card done. But if you have got a lot of material, doing this one by one is going to be slow. So let's look at a much faster way, which is importing. If you already have your material in a spreadsheet or a text file, Anki can import it directly. Here I've got a simple text file. Each line has a term, then a tab, then the definition. In Anki, I go to import, I select my file. Anki shows a preview and lets me map the columns. So column 1 goes to the front field, column 2 goes to the back field. I also make sure it's importing into the right deck. Then I click import, and then just like that, dozens of cards are created in seconds. And honestly, this is the best way to get started if you are converting notes, a vocabulary list, or anything you have already typed up elsewhere. Now let's actually study. I'll click on the deck and hit study now. Anki shows me the front of the card. I think of the answer, then click show answer to reveal the back. Then I rate how well I knew it. It can be again hard, good, or easy. This rating is what tells Anki when to show you the card next. On the deck list, you will notice three numbers. Those are important. So, new means cards you haven't studied yet. Learn means cards you are currently learning that Anki will show you again soon, which is sometime within the same session. Two are cards you already know that are scheduled to come back for review today. Anki automatically spaces these out, which means that cards you find easy show up less often, cards you struggle with come back sooner. That's the whole spaced repetition magic. So, how do you actually use this day to day? My routine is pretty simple. Open Anki once a day, clear out whatever's due, that's reviewing what you already know so you don't forget it, and then add a handful of new cards, maybe 10 or 20, for whatever you are currently learning. And that's really it. A few minutes a day, done consistently, beats a long cram session once a week. The app does the scheduling for you, so you just have to show up. And that's Anki in a nutshell. Download it, make a deck, import or add your cards, and review a little every day. Thanks for watching and happy studying.